Hey everybody, Luna here, bringing you another episode of Danganronpa Another. Let's see, we are halfway through the first class trial. With Tsurugi's help, we were able to find out that Mitch is, let's say, most likely the culprit. Tsurugi had this theory about, like kicking the ball tied to the rope multiple times to wrap it around. I'm convinced. Seems like the jury's convinced. But we still have half a trial to get through, so maybe there's going to be some twists and turns, Maybe I don't really know what to expect. I do have a few thoughts from the last trial, though, or the first half of the trial. With Kakeru going to the bathroom at 6 o'clock and claiming to see Makaru, because remember, Kakeru's testimony, his testimony was that he saw Rei heading to the school building at 6 o'clock, and he went to the bathroom. But if 6 o'clock is when Kyoka died, then that means it was happening literally right around the corner. She and Mitch, culprit, whoever, would be in the laundry room, and then, just around the corner are the bathrooms, and, Mitch, or the culprit, would be so fucking lucky when moving the body, because he wasn't seen, he could have left the room and, staked out and made sure no one else was there before moving the body. But even then, you're risking Kakeru seeing you. What about when Kakeru came out of the bathroom? Why do we have this unaccounted for meeting? It's very convenient, I'll say that. The other thing that I have is just that I'm still not sure why the blood was clean from the body, but not both floors. A crucial part of this, of realizing that she was killed somewhere else, was the single clue in the laundry room, the blood on the floor. If the culprit took the time to clean the blood off the body, which is another truth bullet, another thing that we used, why did they leave the blood on the fucking floor? I get they were in the laundry room so they could wash her clothes or something, but I don't know, that's just too much. I don't get it. So far I'm starting to think this is a little poorly constructed, but it's heavily relying on some of the themes of the first trial of the first game. I am kind of curious to see where this one goes. I'm hoping that this isn't an exact copy, but we've got the douchey ultimate sports ball player. There being the note under the door to call them out, the switch nameplates, so people, the note going to the wrong room. Not so much I guess the hanging or the actual murder, but then also I guess the insistence that oh, it has to be a girl because it was in her room. Anyway, I've got no further theories, but we should absolutely jump into this. Let's get started, shall we? I don't know if I should check the truth bullets again. I think it might be good just to go over once. So we used the Monokuma file. We used Kanada's account. We used the clean body. We used the torn note. The bloodstains near the body have not been used, and that's where I was wondering how those fit in. Rubber smelling liquid was used. Hook was used. Switch nameplates was used. Haru's account. I think that one. Kakeru's account was used. Bloody hammer as we already determined the murder weapon. First rubber ball used. Laundry room bloodstain not used. Teruya's account. not used. So I don't know how much left of the trial we have if we only have like 3 or 4 truth bullets left. Oh, wrong selection, my bad. There we go, resume. Trial is back in session. Did you just say I'm the culprit? What? Mitsuhiro? Hey, hold on. How does that make me the culprit? None of the guys has the ability to throw a rubber ball exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it. But if we're talking about kicking a ball with that much strength and accuracy wouldn't be impossible for you, right? Especially when you're the ultimate soccer player. Mitsuhiro's talent was said to be almost on par with that of many professional soccer players. It makes sense for an expert like him to handle a much smaller and lighter ball with such ease. No, wrong! Keep quiet if you're not an expert. Soccer balls and rubber balls are completely different! And I can't do that. I can't do that even with a soccer ball. Mitch, but you did that thing in Fuji TV's Master Challenge. You were the special guest for the game where you had to dribble all kinds of balls and land it on the target. Haruhiko coming in with the save. Didn't you have no problems with the rubber ball there? You even did it with a freaking pea. But... Oh, I saw that episode in the hospital. He easily scored a goal with the soccer ball, then did the same with ping pong balls, shuttlecocks, and one of those large exercise balls, I believe. And you're saying you can't kick a rubber ball? Try a better joke. It was all fake. It was scripted. How would that even be possible in real life? Do you think I'm God or something? Cause like I totally am, but like we're just gonna chill about it. Whoa! Big scandal alert! Mitch, are you really the culprit? Did you kill Kyoka? Yeah, plus, wasn't he the one who said the killer would be among the girls? No, this is a trap! I know, Yuki's the culprit. He's trying to accuse me with no evidence whatsoever. Mitch, it's over. Please, just say it. I don't want to do this any longer. Say what? I didn't kill anyone. And why does it have to be me? Do you even have proof? Do you have any kind of evidence that I killed? Mitsuhiro, I doubt you would overreact like this if you weren't the culprit. And you seem to be able enough to perform that trick, using the rubber ball that Yuki mentioned. That was... It's ridiculous! It's just pure speculation! Show me the proof! Mitch seems really fucked up right now. It's true, we've got him into a corner, and that's why I'm like not sure where else this trial can go, you know? But it's true that my argument doesn't have a solid backup. I thought of it by process of elimination, not real evidence. Still, it should be somewhere. That one piece of evidence that can nail him down as the killer. I need to point that out, or else we won't get anywhere. Okay, what do we got? Bloodstain, Teruya's account. You know, we were talking about like who would go to the who went to the store yesterday. That's it. It means me prove myself not guilty. Is there evidence I put the note in Kyoka's room? I got those tools from the antiques. I'm pretty sure that's it, yeah? Yeah! Alright. Agility, miss, 80 points. Wait, Mitch, something's off in your statement. Huh? What's off? I don't see anything wrong in it. I know we talked about the culprit using the hook and rubber ball earlier, but we didn't mention where they got it from. How did you know those tools were from the antique store? What? Oh, he outed himself, slip of the tongue. Did he pull a Celeste? Is that what it was? Because that's where most of the tools are? Yeah, I just thought the antique store was a good place for them to get it from. Personal opinion, it was the best store I've ever shopped at, so where else would you go? That makes 0 sense. You normally find hooks and rubber balls in storage, not the antique store. Yeah, and doesn't the gym have loads of balls too? Like this room, like Mitch here has the fucking balls to kill Kyoga. You see, you never know. Both the storage and the antique store might have those. That's why I mentioned the antique store. Everything, it looked like that place is practically everything. Mitch, we know. One of us has been keeping track of every single item in the storage and the antique store. Am I right, Teruya? Well, Teruya said he didn't finish inventorying everything in the antique store, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Yes, Yuki. Is this why you asked me about this? Trust me, the antique store definitely had hooks and rubber balls. I know because I spent most of my time hanging out there. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any hooks or rubber balls in storage. The one used in the murder are from the antique store. The way those items were arranged changed after the murder. Whoa, Teruya, you memorized all that? Wow, what a freak. Shut up! It's just a coincidence. You still didn't show me any proof. Show me evidence. Tangible evidence. Not your stupid guesses. I'm not buying it. You're doing this to the wrong person. Jeez, can't you just be a man and say you did it? Hey, Mitsuhiro, will you admit it if we show you evidence that you're the culprit? Gah! I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say I did it. Give me the proof! Proof! If he insists, we should probably show him. Yuki, show him that proof you have. I honestly have no idea which one I'm supposed to select. Huh? I have the proof? Be patient and think. You do have proof. You even showed it to us a while ago. I showed the proof to everyone? Is he talking about... I see. I didn't think about it back then, but that can certainly nail Mitch down. I've got to show him what that is. Oh, fuck. I, actually have no idea. Terminate talk shooting. Yeah, I need instructions, please. Overturn baseless arguments by shooting them down. The opponent's speech bubble. Enter. Oh, so I use space instead of enter. That actually makes it a lot easier. Space to destroy. If not destroyed, speech bubble will eventually disappear, and inflict some damage to you. A speech bubble, certain amount of health. Need to replenish. Press shift to reload. Okay, so confirm to shoot. Shift to reload. All right, let's give it a shot. We got him. Huh? Another killer. I gotta say, so far this is easier than I expected. Both the trial itself and the minigame, actually. Ah! Okay, we're getting there. He's panicking. That's right. Okay, so the soccer balls were how many? Notepads. Monokuma gave us. Ooh, are we gonna do that thing where you can like rub a pencil over to find like the indents of the last note? Is that what we're doing? We're checking notepads now? Alright, very nice. And yes, the amount of soccer balls were how many hits they take. I realized that way too late, but did just fine anyway. Did I get 100? Yay! A perfect score! Because I had Kazuna in my corner. If you want it, I'll show you. Tangible evidence that can prove you guilty. Which obviously doesn't exist, you moron. It does exist. Remember when I showed you the note to explain how the culprit called Kyoka to the laundry room? The paper used for the note was from the notepad given to us by Monokuma, which means we can see if that note was from your notepad by checking if there are any torn pages in there. What? Okay, I mean, anyone could have already used pages, but whatever. We'll see where that goes. Well, Mitsuhiro, here's the evidence you've been asking for. Hey, this evidence? Are you kidding me? We got this like a week ago. Anyone could have torn out a page for who knows what. Huh, anyone could have used it? Then we can try matching Yuki's note with the torn section in your notepad. That way, we'll be clear on whether it was from your notepad or not. Well, but... Hey, don't you think the culprit could have used someone else's notepad? How can you be so sure it was from mine? No way, idiot. The notepads were in the drawer in our rooms. How are you going to get one without the owner's permission? And if the owner somehow gave permission, even better. That would automatically mean the person who asked for permission is the culprit. Wait, that's... Mitch, just admit it. I don't want us to. I don't want us to keep fighting each other like this. It's over then. Over. Who said it's over? Nothing's over. This is a lie. All a big fat fucking lie. How dare you accuse a superstar like me of murder? Liar, liar, liar! Alright, if you say so. I'll go over the case from beginning to end. Then you'll accept it. That you're the only possible culprit, Mitch. Closing argument. Okay, sweet. I really thought there would be more to this. Did we really not go over any of the bloodstain stuff? No, I guess we had to have used it once because we did kind of argue through, I remember arguing that she was not killed in the bathroom, and so I think we used it there. But then, does that mean the blood stain in the bathroom was never used? I think so, and again, my question remains, why would the culprit clean the blood off the body, but not the floors? It doesn't make any sense. Events relevant to the murder will be shown in the form of a comic, and your task is to fill in the blank panels. Yay, okay. Know this? I know this. Bottom of the screen are several pictures. Select one by pressing confirm. Afterwards, press confirm again on the blank panel to fill it in. Also press cancel to cancel. Game will automatically proceed when you correctly fill in every blank panel. You will not be penalized for wrong answers. There's no pesky time limits either, so take all the time you need. Aw, thanks! Closing argument. Begin. I don't know which voice that was. Culprit slipping the gap through the note. Culprit nervously waiting for the body to be found. Culprit squeezing the rope. She was already dead. Clean up after herself. Uh-oh, nameplate switched. I think that goes there. Kinjo. This is where we have the note under the door. It's so sensitive. Oh, sure. Now it doesn't want to hit. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Act 2. Kyoko comes into the laundry room. That's 6-ish. Hammer hit. Kyoko being ambushed. Okay, yeah. This is showing her death in the laundry room. And this is probably where he cleaned the body. Or did that happen later? If he's already working with the rope, I'm gonna say it was this one. No? Okay. Okay. That. I'm glad that you won't be penalized. Okay. Oh, okay. See, this is. I actually did kind of need a visual representation of this because I didn't quite understand where the hook and the end of the rope, like, I didn't understand where the ends were. Right, so kicks it a bunch, the pole around a bunch of times. Eventually it breaks, and he's like, well, shit, what am I gonna do here? Probably nothing, just, you know, and tosses the hook up. Oh, this is probably when he cleaned the body. Or no, this is when he prepped the body. Took the note from the hand, but there was still some left. Murder weapon, get rid of the murder weapon. And wait with the others. Yes! It all started last night. While we were all in shock by Monokuma's motive, Kyoka, Haru, and Satsuki decided to hang out together to distract themselves from the stress. They ran around in the hallway until Haru accidentally broke 2 of the nameplates on the wall. Those 2 nameplates belonged to Kyoka and Tsurugi. Haru was panicking over breaking school property when Monokuma showed up to give him a warning. He didn't punish Haru since it was an accident, instead ordering him to replace the broken nameplates with new ones. Well, Haru's a fucking idiot. So after a trip to the restroom, he got confused about where the 2 nameplates originally were. Smack. Yeah, best guess. Alright. He finally chose to go with his gut instinct, which unfortunately turned out to be so very wrong. This is when Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates were switched around. Haru went to his room right after putting the nameplates back, and the nighttime hallway was left empty. At this very moment, someone had decided against going to sleep and was out in the hallway, secretly heading somewhere. The place they were heading was Tsurugi's room. For some reason, they had chosen Tsurugi to be their target. Again, for some reason, he's the cop. That's like the best target if you're sure you can get away with it. For their target of murder. No, he's going to ask him to prom. But there was something they were unaware of. Right before they came, the nameplates outside Tsurugi and Kyoka's rooms were switched by Haru. So the culprit had actually gone to Kyoka's room. Unaware of the error, the culprit made their first move. They put a note through the gap below the door. It asked to come to the laundry room at 6 a.m. and contained a lot of false information to make things easier for the culprit. Not everyone would be asleep right after nighttime, and it would be easy to spot a note coming in through the door. That's what the culprit was going for. The next day, as the time approached 6 o'clock, Kyoka, after reading the note, came to the laundry room as she had been instructed. The culprit was hiding in the corner of the room, looking for an opportunity to strike. Since they were expecting to see Tsurugi, Kyoka's sudden appearance would have been a surprise for them. Kyoka continued forward, oblivious of her fate. The culprit was probably confused at first, then either noticed that they somehow went to the wrong room, or found Kyoka holding the note. They likely had a plan in mind, and changing the target meant they had to risk ruining everything. But there was also the potential of being found out and facing the aftermath if they let her go. At last, the culprit decided to change their target. They already had the weapon ready, and it looked like they would be discovered anyway. Oh, poor girl. Meanwhile, Kyoka was wondering why no one else was in the room. Still unaware of the presence of the culprit, she was left vulnerable to their attack. Splat. She got a big bad bonk on the head and never woke up. After the murder, the culprit wiped off the blood from the body to conceal any evidence of murder. Because it... God damn. I actually really wanted to see that. Can I go back? How do I go back? I don't think I can do that. However, they weren't able to take care of the large blood stain on the floor, maybe because they were in a hurry or they just failed to see it. Guys, I'm so pissed that I just... Oh my god, I wanted to see that so bad. I'm still confused because cleaning the blood off the body... the part that I did read said they cleaned it off to hide any evidence that a murder had happened. Again, so much other... The evidence was everywhere, first of all. Second of all, we already deduced that him putting the noose on her wasn't to make it look like a hanging, or it wasn't meant to look like a suicide. It was meant to look like a girl had done it. Whether, that meant she hanged her to death or whatever. Point was, he was trying to change the location of the death. Still confused. That bloodstain played a large role in revealing Kyoka was murdered in the laundry room. Oh, I think I get it now. Kanata Inori mentioned that it would only take about a few minutes of pressure to stop the bleeding from that kind of wound, and that Kyoka died instantly, so maybe what he's doing in this isn't exactly wiping it up, it's clotting it, trying to get it from spilling everywhere. And so then, yeah, a little bit of it got on the laundry room floor, and either they were in a hurry or he didn't see it. And then by the point it was in the bathroom, it didn't really matter, which that's still an unused truth bullet. I think the culprit forgot about the bloodstain while they were busy moving Kyoka's body. They must have gotten in a panic since they killed someone that wasn't part of their plan. The culprit first carried the body over to the girls' restroom. Their purpose was to take advantage of the fact that students aren't allowed to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. That's when the culprit found the pipe on the ceiling of the restroom. Devious face. The culprit decided to make use of it and went to the antique store to get the needed supplies. It was less than an hour before the wake-up announcement, so they were probably in a rush. The tools they chose were a rope, a hook, and a rubber ball. The culprit first tied the rope around the rubber ball, then thought of a certain way to hide their involvement. Their idea was to tie the rope on the pipe without entering the girls' restroom by using the rubber ball. Since the culprit was a man, they were unable to enter the girls' restroom. Monokuma had previously announced that anyone who sets foot in the restroom of the opposite sex will be shot by the machine guns. But thanks to the fact that the restroom entrance was open with a wall straight across, the culprit was able to tie the rope around the pipe using the elasticity of the rubber ball. It was a risky move as the culprit wasn't able to step inside to correct any mistakes, and making the ball bounce right through that small gap seemed nearly impossible. But the culprit was confident they could do it. This was because, as the ultimate soccer player, they had absolute mastery over all types of balls. The rubber ball bounced across the room and right back to the entrance just as they had planned. The culprit repeated this several times to make it look as if someone tied the rope by hand. And this is when another unexpected event happened. They must have failed to adjust their strength of their kicks because the rubber ball grew weaker and weaker after each bounce until it couldn't withstand the pressure and popped. This caused the liquid inside the ball to be splattered all over the restroom, becoming a key piece of evidence. The culprit would have wanted to get rid of it, but they couldn't do it without going inside the restroom. The culprit nonetheless decided to go on with their plan. After all, they succeeded in tying the rope to the pipe, and the method they used was virtually unimaginable for a normal person. After getting the rope around the pipe, and the culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. Okay, this is also something I kind of needed explained to me. After getting the rope around the pipe, the culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. They threw the hook toward the pipe to fasten the rope. Okay. I think that makes sense. The other end of that rope was left outside the restroom and was wrapped around Kyoka's neck. The reason for this was to make it look like Kyoka was hanged inside the restroom. The culprit was hoping to make us think that Kyoka's murderer was inside the girls' restroom, and naturally was able to enter it as well. That way, men won't be considered suspects in the trial. The culprit, as a man, was trying to use this for their own favor. Everything was ready, and as the culprit was about to push Kyoka inside, they found a piece of paper in Kyoka's hand. It was the note they wrote, held tight in her hand even after her death. Having realized the note will be used against them if discovered, the culprit ripped the note out of her hand. They ripped it possibly because of rigor mortis, which made it difficult to pull out. The Master of Balls can't pull out. What the culprit didn't know was that most of the important parts of the note were still intact in the key piece of evidence they left in Kyoko's hand. Thanks to the note, we found out she wasn't murdered in the restroom, which led to the conclusion that the culprit can be a man as well. After getting over the risky part, the culprit tried to get rid of the hammer and the rubber ball. But too much time had passed at this point, and it was early enough for some of us to get up. In a hurry, the culprit left their murder weapon and the burst rubber ball in the garbage dump. They would have wanted a safer option, but the time constraint gave them little time to think. They must have thought, we won't find them if they put it alongside all the trash. And it kind of worked, since Kakeru and I were the only ones to discover them. When we started coming out of our rooms, the culprit acted like they had just gotten up and waited for the body to be discovered. We soon noticed that Kyoko was nowhere to be seen. As we all know, we went looking around the entire building until Akane discovered the horrible state Kyoko was in. Everyone froze in shock, and while pretending to do the same, the culprit secretly hid a smile at the outcome of their plan. The person who came up with this plan and tried to deceive us all. A red flag or red card. It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa. Complete, yes. How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? Now he's the one scromming in the corner. He must have forgotten how to speak. What kind of nonsense is that? This is just purely outrageous. Mitsuhiro, it's over. Please be honest. It's pointless for us to keep attacking each other. Mitsuhiro, was it really you? Why? Why did you commit something like murder? No, it wasn't me. I'm not. It's not me. It's not me. Not me, not me, not me. No. It wasn't me. Whoa, this idiot is going all crazy. OMG, Mitsuhiro's totally gone wacko. I hope you all came here for the voice acting, because I'm killing it today. 80, 100, 80, 90. Probably going to end up with like an 85. Ooh, yeah, I didn't do so well later on there. 770. That's a C. Assuming that's out of 1,000. I don't know. 64 mana coins! Yes! Good, because I was having a really hard time finding those in Chapter 1. Huh? It looks like you're done. As the headmaster, let me say your discussions were packed with passion in a fashionable way. Passion and fashion? Are they the same? Are they different? Oh, who cares? You don't need any of those to live a good life anyway. So, let's move on to voting time. You don't need any extra explanations, right? Pick the person that you believe is the blackened. Everyone, make your choice using the switch in front of you. And one more thing, just as a reminder. Triple check that you voted for someone. If I ever see a blank ballot, you know what happens. I'm sure none of you would want to be punished for something so trivial like that. Vote, kids. Get out there and vote. Okay then, time to get excited. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Love the little slot machines here. Yeah. It's Mitch. You know what? I can't say that I'm glad that he's gonna be dead, but I am glad he's gonna be gone, if you know what I mean. Oh, bingo! The blackened of this trial, that is, the murderer who killed Kyokamaki, is none other than Mitsuhiro Higa! What? Hold on! Mr. Higa, did you really? Mitch, why did you kill her? Tell us! I was such a big fan! I liked soccer too! I admired your talent as a rising star. Why did you have to... Cut it out and say something! Fine. I did it. I killed Kyokamaki. Are you serious? Finally. Mitsuhiro, assuming everything we found out is true, you murdered Kyoko even though she wasn't your target. I'm not saying it was okay for you to set up a murder, but you could have quit and spared Kyoko when your plan went wrong. Why didn't you do that? Why? Why were you so stubborn about killing someone? Kyoko did nothing to you. But, I just had to get out of here after watching that video. That video? Yeah, you know the one, Taruya. Just as I thought. That's the only possible answer. You mean the motive? Monokuma had shown us that DVD just yesterday. The contents must have been different for each student, but every one of them seemed enough to drive a person toward despair. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapped by a surge of emotion demanding me to escape here using any means possible. I even pondered the thought of murder. Mitch must have killed due to the same reason. I'm aware of how serious a crime this is. Even a million apologies won't be enough for what I did. But I had to do it. I had to get out of this place. I had to murder. Miss Hero, you bastard! I don't know what you saw in your video, but can you even guess what was on mine? Every soccer stadium in the world being reduced to ashes. Terrorists attacking FIFA headquarters. World-class soccer players having gone missing. On top of that, my home team was also... How could such a thing be possible? I'm so sorry. That's exactly like my case. Oh, this can't be good. It seems like something has occurred to the well-being of Yuki Maeda's warm and caring family. What could have possibly happened at his house? To Mitsuhiro, soccer would have been like the home where he belongs. Witnessing his own sweet home being completely destroyed would feel... Attack on FIFA headquarters? Come on, you know that's utter nonsense. Right, and it doesn't only pertain to yours. All of our videos have been manipulated. You shouldn't have fallen for this trap. Ugh. I couldn't stop trembling after watching my video because it was as shocking and terrifying as yours. It wasn't just you. It was everyone's fight, even Kyoka's. Even though she watched the same absurd video, she was trying to overcome her shock. You asshole! I couldn't help it. Soccer's my everything. I'd even say it's more important than my life. I know murder's wrong, but I just had to see with my own eyes if the video was real, even if it meant killing another person. Let me ask you one thing. Suppose that your plan went without a hitch and you got out. What if you found that video was forged? Then what were you going to do? You heard about the class trial and the entrance ceremony, didn't you? The victory of the blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone minus the blackened. My point is this. By setting off your murder plan, you opted to take the lives of all 14 of us for your own needs. Were you even aware of the full weight of your choice? Or at least prepared to face the consequences? I doubt it. Ooh, bring him to school, Ray! You know what I want to say? You're nothing more than an ignorant moron who wanted to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Oh, she's bringing that truth juice. Of course, our videos were as shocking as yours. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a motive. If that alone was sufficient to make a person murder, all of us would have done it by now. But in reality, you were the only one to commit murder. What do you think that made the difference? Could it be prioritizing your selfish desires over your so-called friends? Ray, stop it! Don't try to make this any more complicated. Are you telling me this idiot got shocked by the DVD, then just went to murder someone without even being mentally prepared? No, I won't deny that, but soccer really was my everything. Actually, it was pretty well planned out. He even managed to come up with a complex trick immediately after murdering Kyoka. Tsurugi being his initial target doesn't look like a coincidence either. You thought his talent would be an obstacle to your plan, didn't you? Bullseye, I suppose. Right. From the beginning, Mitch was willing to murder, even without the motive. Malice beyond description, that's what took Kyoka's life. But, so what? Does it even matter? Monokuma is the ultimate ringleader behind all of this. Monokuma is the one who drove Mitch to that point. You know what, Mitch? Right after watching the motive, Kyoka told me, Haru, and Satsuki this. Murder, motives, anxiety, just push them to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill out and strengthen our bond. Kyoka probably got the same amount of shock as you, but she was trying to overcome the situation by getting everyone together. If she had a chance to talk with you yesterday, things could have been different. Why, isn't it so frightening? Who would have guessed that world-class celebrity is nothing more than a bad-tempered coward? This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. No one ever would have thought that the Mitch Higa would commit murder. What? What are you even talking about? It's your fault. This entire situation, Mitch's murder, it's your fault. How can you even say that? Aw, don't be so salty. What's done is done. Don't you got a carpe diem? Oh, what's with that attitude? If you're going to try to fight me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging out with your dead friend anyway. Besides, you guys don't scare me at all. Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that, but someday I'll bring you to justice myself. Tsurugi might be an exception. Gee, look how long you guys have been holding me back. We better get started. Started on what? The punishment! What else would it be? I told you, punishment awaits the loser of the class trial. Punishment? You mean execution? Just give me a sec. Of course, I'm guilty. I deserve death. I deserve any kind of punishment. I know I can't ever make up for my crime. But still, are you really gonna kill me? Me, the famous Mitch Higa, that the world would be a total loss without. Sure, I killed Kyoka, but isn't this a bit different? Seriously, you're gonna take my life? I can explain. I really must have been crazy. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I can rot in jail for the rest of my life. Just don't kill me. Yeah, I'll do anything you want. You can have all the money I earned from playing soccer, okay? I don't want to die! Help me! I didn't do anything but dying. I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Please don't kill me. Hey, guys, do something. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a fucking joke. Everyone stared on in silence. Bruh, after you, like, pretty much essayed fucking Akane, I'm not too sad to see you go. Notwithstanding Mitch's desperate cries, everyone turned their heads away from him, including myself.
What is this? Are you scared of dying? Weren't you ready for this when you became the Blackened? Above all, you disrupted order. You killed Kyoka. Whatever the laws outside may be, the rule here is simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. No matter what you do, you can't avoid punishment. Once you're revealed to be the Blackened, you are punished. This is an ironbound rule. Now, save your breath and let's begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate. So I've prepared a special punishment for the Blackened. Mitsuhiro Higa, the ultimate soccer player.
No, go away, go away.
Let's give it all we've got. It's punishment time.
No. Game over, buddy. Sorry. He apologized. He said he was sorry. Kind of. Oh, wow. Oh my god, the art in this. Look at that face. Wow. Red card. Oof. We're already seeing a little bit of blood, I think. It's being yanked away. Okay, I was like, there's got to be more, right? Oh my god. Death volcano. Oh my gosh. You know, this is also similar to Leon's death, with it being, you know, soccer related. I mean, yeah, but you know, pummeled to death by your own sport ball. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god.
Yeehaw! That's it! Yes! This thrill! This excitement! You can only feel this at punishment time!
Mitch is dead. It happened in an instant. Mitsuhiro Higa, who was alive and breathing merely minutes ago, now greeted us in death amidst scorching flames across the screen. Despair. That was exactly what came up in our mind.
Mitsuhiro committed murder. Of course he was unforgivable. But this is too harsh.
We have to keep doing this? I can't. Anyone, please, get me out of here.
If you don't want this, don't kill. None of these would have happened if you simply stopped caring about the outside. After all, it was Mitsuhiro's own selfish desire that led him to murder. You guys were the ones responsible for this. But how can we just forget about the outside world? 'Tis impossible.
Monokuma, what is your intention? What do you get from committing this heinous act?
Intention? Intention? Huh? What's that? Sounds too hard for me. Nobody cares anyway. You don't have to know it. Just heed my words and all will be fine. Besides, you won't understand a word even if I tell you. Not even the slightest bit about what's going on right now. Total waste of time, right?
You son of a...
Oh no! How intimidating! Well, case closed. The class trial is officially over. Everyone, rest in peace.
Hey, wait!
He's gone.
Damn it, what are we supposed to do now? In silence, everyone kept staring at the spot where Monokuma was standing. Although the class trial was over, none of us looked eager to leave the courtroom. After losing 2 friends on a single day and realizing escape is still so far out of our reach, we couldn't help but freeze in despair. Everyone, we need to stay calm. If we lose hope here, we won't be able to accomplish anything.
But my legs ain't moving after watching that execution. How are we supposed to stay calm when our friend has met such a horrible end?
Friend? Who's this friend you're talking about? What? Huh? Who else can it be besides Mr. Hero? You're calling him a friend? I don't get it. Are you calling a murderer your friend? What's wrong with you?
Tsurugi? Tsurugi, sure, Mitsuhiro killed Kyoka and he deserved punishment, but he was still our friend for the past few days, right?
Yeah, he was. Now he's only a criminal who got what he deserved for committing the worst possible crime on Earth. What's so surprising about that? You may argue that Mitsuhiro deserved the death penalty, but do you condone Monokuma's actions? Are you condoning Higa's murder? Yes, Monokuma killing him was also murder. Monokuma's a criminal worthy of death too. But letting Higa live would be just as absurd. There ought to be retribution for every murder. What the? Are you saying you're glad that Mitch died? Of course! No murderer has the right to live, regardless of how many they've killed. What? Sure, Tsurugi has said he despises criminals more than anything else, and that his dream is to end all crime in the world. But still, saying he's glad for someone's death, even if that someone was a murderer? That's insane.
Would you also say killing a murderer is acceptable?
No way. If you kill a criminal, then you'd be a criminal too. However, wasn't Monokuma already a criminal to start with? When did I say I'll excuse Monokuma's actions? I'm just saying Higa got the thing he deserved. I loathe that bear skull more than anything, but there's one thing he said that I can't agree on. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. That's my motto as a police officer.
Lunatic!
Isn't it a bit problematic for a police officer to say that? Why would it be problematic? I think the real problem is with the current legal system. I'm going to work hard to change laws in this country. No, the entire world. I'll create a world where no one can dare to commit crime. That's why I need to get out of this place. Same goes for you all. Stop thinking about that killer and strategize on how we'll fight Monokuma.
I'm not supporting Mitsuhiro, but something is definitely wrong with you.
Wrong? To me, the way you're acting is wrong. Don't you realize you're already approving his actions by caring about his death?
Criminal or not, somebody just died. How could you react like that when a human being was murdered right in front of you?
How could I? Well, criminals don't count as human beings for me.
Leader? Tsurugi, what happened to you? You weren't like this.
What do you mean? I was like this the entire time. I'm just giving some advice to those of you who are being overly hysterical. Of course, I am aware I'm ultimately the one to blame. Kyoko wouldn't have died if I had been more alert. Therefore, from now on, I won't ever allow another murder to happen in this school, no matter what it takes. It's my duty to protect you all, isn't it?
You... Stop. Mikako! She spoke. Everyone's exhausted. Let's go to our rooms and rest. Calm down. We can talk again tomorrow. Right. This mind-blowing incident's got all of us heated up. Let's cool our heads and talk again tomorrow.
Fine. I don't think you can think logically in this condition either.
Yeah. And thus, our first class trial came to a close on the worst possible note. If it wasn't for Mikako, we might have broken into a fight. Somehow, I feel like everyone went crazy. No, I might be the one who's crazy. 2 of us died on a single day. It'd be weird not to go crazy. Will we ever get out of this place? Will we ever escape this monstrous killing game? We took the elevator back to the school building and quietly dismissed ourselves. The atmosphere felt heavy, and a feeling of distrust seemed to pervade everywhere like it did on our first day. Everything that happened today already feels like memories of a distant past. Surrounded by this bizarre environment, my sense of reality was slowly fading away. The day I left home for Hope's Peak Academy, a week prior to today, seemed like it was from a long time ago. I couldn't even recall how my parents looked like. My family. Ugh. Kyoka. The trial. Mitch. Execution. Tsurugi. My brain drifted in confusion as these thoughts kept swirling in my mind. We made it through our first class trial, the very embodiment of despair, without achieving anything. But this was merely the beginning of despair. All right! Yep. There goes Kyoka, there goes Mitch. Press any key to continue. Where's the any key? Okay, great. Yeah, gonna go ahead and save. So yeah, I only downloaded the first chapter. I'm definitely gonna want to finish this game. I'm totally wrapped up. Yeah, I love seeing these characters and these personalities. It's just, this is so fun to me. I'm getting to do all the voices, fucking them up all the time, and yeah, even though I guess I would say I'm less than impressed by the chapter 1 storyline, I am definitely invested. So we're probably going to have a short episode today. I think we'll start chapter 2 maybe next week. Thank you all for joining me. It's awesome doing these videos, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Catch you in the next one. Bye!